In this video, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go through and have a look at how to create the building blocks of providing a SEO optimized blog, article, whatever it might be. Now, we're going to start off and we're going to utilize GPT4 here. Now, GPT4 is ChatGPT Plus at the moment as it stands, so I'm going to stamp the content. It's the end of July 2023. I'm sure this will work at the end of 2023, perhaps even 2024. Now, what's going to happen here is I need to think of a website that I'm going to do. So, for instance, I don't know anything about the topic of horse riding. Now, I've got a business. Now, this is hypothetical. So, I have got a business. It's going to be a horse riding school. And I want to show Google that I know all about horse riding and that if a user visits my website, I can provide them with all of the content in regards to horse riding. Now, remember, the key to this is giving away a lot of free, valuable content, because if you give lots away, Google is going to reward that because you're providing valuable free things to a user on Google. And therefore, what's going to happen in return is that it's going to reward you with a lot of valuable traffic, or just traffic in general. You can then start building on the blocks of retargeting those users, because they're going to be searching up about horse riding. So let's go straight into it. So I'm on ChatGPT. I'm going to put a link in my description here to sign up to GPT-4. I'd highly recommend doing this because it's only $20 and the free version is GPT 3.5 at the moment. And basically the market is just flooded with a lot of AI content. GPT-4 is a lot more creative, a lot more responsive, listens to what you're trying to prompt it to do. Whereas GPT 3.5 was a bit rugged. So what we're going to start doing now is that my end goal, is that I need to write 50 blogs for my website. And I'm going to create cornerstone content for my website. Now, the reason I'm doing 50 is because if somebody arrives on that's interested in horse riding lessons, whatever it might be, in theory, I'm then going to have all of the answers in regards to my specific niche or niche. That's what us Brits say. What we're going to do here is we're going to do a really, really simple prompt. Create 5 cluster topics within the horse riding school / equine niche. Then what GPT-4 is going to do for me is it's going to create me 5 different cluster topics. So we've got all of these here. And then what's really good here is that you've got the cluster topics. So you've got the overall cluster topic. And then what you can then start doing is going into the individual kind of subtopics within the overall topic. And as I said, what we're trying to achieve here is that we're trying to create all of the content that we would need within our specific niche so that people are going to arrive on our website and get all of the answers. And we're going to show Google that we've got all the answers. Now, I'm only going to go into, a couple of these topics. So, foundations of basic horse riding. Now, the subtopics of this is introduction to horse anatomy and physiology, understanding horse behavior and communication, basic horse care and grooming techniques, tracking up, brides, saddles and other equipment, or tacking up, should I say, rider posture and the importance of balance, walk, trot, canter, the basic gait of a horse, safety protocols after handling and riding. So, as you can see, that is the overall topic. These are the subtopics, and equestrian school management and curriculum, setting up an equestrian facility, blah 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 blah. Now, what we're going to then do, is that we're going to copy this first one. I'm then going to put it back into ChatGPT, and I'm going to say this. So, write me a blog with the subject Introduction to Horse Anatomy and Physiology. Make sure to add easy ranking keywords throughout. Make the blog around 1,200 words. So now what it's doing is it's creating a whole blog as per what I've asked it to do under here. And remember, we've only done that amount of input and that amount of input. to get this reward. So it's going to go through all of the subtopics within this subtopic. So strength and grace, key terms. Now remember, the point of this exercise is not to go and get our customers straight off the bat. What we're trying to do is that we're trying to create this content-rich website that is perfect within your niche, so that we can then start drumming into the customers at some point. But what we need to do is we need to create all of the cornerstone content and be the place to be in regards to the equine or horse riding niche. Okay, so what it's done is it's added all of these. We've got the key terms. We've got veins, aorta, hair follicles, sweat glands, conclusions, a horse's anatomy, blah, 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 blah. Brilliant. This blog is approximately 600 words. You may need to add more sections or delve deeper into each section to achieve the desired 1200 words. Okay, and then what we're then going to do is that we're going to have a look and reverse engineer a prompt. So I would like to expand on this topic. What prompt should I give you? I'd like to expand on this topic. What prompt should I give you so that I can reach the desired 1200 words? So I'm not doing any of the work here. ChatGPT is then going to come back to me and say, this is what you need to ask for in the future. Okay. Using the above, expand onto my previous blog post request. Really simple. It's really, here we go. So what we're going to do is click on that. It's going to generate the response now. There we go, a deeper look. Now, it's now going to expand on to what I've already asked. And remember, I've only given it a couple more prompts. So for me to write this out, it would take me hours of research typically. ChatGPT is now doing all of the heavy lifting, all with just some clever, really, really simple prompts. And remember, if you ever get stuck in regards to what you should ask ChatGPT, or if you're overcomplicating things, just say, this is what my goal is. How do I get there? Ask ChatGPT, ask AI how to do it. It will give you the answers, and then just plumb the answers back in. Really simple. Brilliant. Okay, so that, as you can see, is much longer than the previous one. It goes into great detail in regards to all of the different topics. Therefore, there is going to be a collection of more keywords and different things in there, which is going to be absolutely brilliant. It's going to work really, really well. All we need to do now is, I'm just going to give a second example. Okay, now what I'm going to now do is that previously I said write me a blog. Now what I'm going to do is write me a SEO optimized, because remember, we have to prompt ChatGPT. It doesn't know that we're going to utilize this blog on Google. So write me an SEO optimized blog using the subject. Okay, so what I've done here is that I've now engineered the prompt a little bit more. So write me an SEO optimized blog using the subject equestrian school marketing and outreach strategies, and utilize easy ranking keywords throughout. List the keywords at the bottom of the blog so I know what is being targeted. This is really, really key. So we'll do this one. It's now going to write us the blog. As you can see, it's expanded onto the title. Okay, so what it's doing here is that it's done all of this. Okay, so I'm not going to go over what the content is this time. Remember, before you post out anything on website, just have a quick gloss through, because you want to make sure that you can fact check, make sure it's not over promising or over delivering or anything like that. Now, this is the key bit here. So the targeted keywords are equestrian school marketing, website optimization, social media platforms, SEO strategies, blog posts, community engagement, blah, 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 blah. Now, what it says here, while these keywords are strategically placed for SEO purposes, it's crucial to ensure they fit organically into the content. Overstuffing, okay, this is really important. So let's say your keyword is equestrian marketing, and you start putting equestrian marketing every other word. Now, all of a sudden, Google's going to be like, come on, what are you doing? It's clever. Google is very, very clever. It knows what's going on. So it needs to have a natural flow, and the way that things are written, it knows all about it. So as it says, overstuffing can be penalized by search engines. Regularly updating content and staying informed about SEO trends can help maintain a strong online presence. So The whole goal for this now is that I'm going to, or I would, should I say, do all of these. Now I'm going to write a blog. It would take me probably about 2 hours or so to write 50 of these blogs, then maybe a further 2 hours to update with images, make sure they're on my website and everything's working. Then what you can then do is that when all of these are in, you can then start hyperlinking. Now, hyperlinking is so key in Google's mind. So, for instance, what you can then do is we can have an overall subject. So you could do a blog on horse training and behavior management. You can do a blog on that. It might, or it will, should I say, it would list all of these subtly in the blogs. What you can then do is that we could highlight within this blog, we could highlight this, for instance. So it might mention horse psychology is really important. We can then hyperlink that, so select all of that, to the blog all about horse psychology and understanding equine emotions. So all of a sudden, it's going to be a really complex but really interesting kind of web of information. And Google is going to absolutely reward you for that. So as soon as everything starts to be hyperlinked, you've got the content on there, you've got things hyperlinked, then you can start outreaching to other people in regards to backlinks and different things like that. Obviously, this video is all about just creating the content in a really easy, cost-effective way. Just bash out the content. It's all really important about getting the cornerstone content on your website so that we can then start building out on it. You can then start seeing the rewards, you can start getting the traffic, and it'll be really key. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Come back for some more free of how to use ChatGPT. I'm sure I'm going to be posting a load about it in the coming weeks and months.